What is this that's still
The 1970s, a decade when rock was alive, loud, and full of firsts. From smoky bars to stadium lights, every year gave us a debut that changed everything. Some bands exploded overnight, others quietly shaped the sound of a generation. In today's video, let's rewind time and relive the best rock debut albums from every year of the 70s. A journey through the music that defined our youth and changed rock forever. "1970, Black Sabbath" by Black Sabbath.
What is this that's still
Released on a stormy February day in 1970, Black Sabbath's self-titled debut changed music forever.
Figure in black, which points
With Tony Iommi's monstrous riffs, Ozzy Osbourne's haunting vocals, and lyrics drenched in darkness, it marked the birth of heavy metal.
I'm going to be, oh, yeah.
No one had ever heard rock so menacing, so primal, yet so magnetic. What began as blues turned into something thunderous and otherworldly. A sound that redefined rebellion. This wasn't just a debut. It was the moment rock stepped into the shadows and found power there.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's time to spin back the years. Let's drop the needle and revisit highlights from the record.
Find out that you're misty morning, clouds in the sky. Without look upon you at your trial. Look into my eyes, you'll see who I am. My name is Luke. You want me to claim a child you bore? Red sun rising in the sky, and watch you slowly take away a love I've never known.
1971, The Inner Mounting Flame by Mahavishnu Orchestra. In 1971, Mahavishnu Orchestra's The Inner Mounting Flame set the world ablaze with a sound no one had heard before. A fierce fusion of rock, jazz, and Eastern mysticism. Led by guitar virtuoso John McLaughlin, the band's breathtaking precision and spiritual fire pushed musicianship to new heights. Tracks like Meeting of the Spirits felt like controlled chaos, raw, electric, transcendent. This debut didn't just redefine fusion, it shattered the limits of what rock could be, igniting a genre that still inspires awe today. Now it's time to spin back the years. Let's drop the needle and revisit highlights from the record. "1972, Roxy Music" by Roxy Music.
If you wanna find a lover.
Released in 1972, Roxy Music's self-titled debut was a dazzling collision of art, style, and sound. Bryan Ferry's suave vocals and the band's glam rock swagger created something entirely new, edgy, elegant, and unforgettable. It wasn't just a debut, it was a manifesto, proving rock could be sophisticated, theatrical, and daring all at once. Now it's time to spin back the years. Let's drop the needle and revisit highlights from the record.
If you wanna find a lover, then I would do anything for you. I would climb mountains, wipe away the long time over the moon and your fighter. I never thought I'd see the raven of October.
1973, pronounced Lynyrd Skynyrd by Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Oh, take your time. Don't do too fast.
Released in 1973, Lynyrd Skynyrd's debut album announced Southern rock with swagger, grit, and unforgettable hooks. With Ronnie Van Zant's storytelling vocals, fiery guitar work from Alan Collins and Gary Rossington, and anthems like Freebird and Simple Man. The band fused blues, country, and rock into a sound that felt raw and authentic. This debut wasn't just an introduction. It carved a place for Southern rock in history and gave the world a band whose music still echoes across generations. Now it's time to spin back the years. Let's drop the needle and revisit highlights from the record.
Your daddy is rich, mama. You're overdue. Oh, my baby's gone with the wind. When I in walked a man with a gun in his hand, and he was looking for, you know, if it feels simple kind of man. Have you ever felt down cold wind blow? Well, if you die when the kid is Alabama people, don't you try to dog him. You try to pour some whiskey. I'm as free as a bird now.
1974, Bad Company by Bad Company.
Don't you hang me up and you'll go away. Don't you hang me.
Released in 1974, Bad Company's self-titled debut was a masterclass in straightforward, no-nonsense rock. With Paul Rodgers' soulful, commanding vocals, Mick Ralphs' gritty guitar riffs, and tight rhythm from Simon Kirke and Boz Burrell, the album delivered arena-ready anthems like Can't Get Enough and Moving On.
I can't get enough of your love. Here we go again. Moving on from town to town.
Its blend of bluesy swagger and polished rock hooks made it instantly memorable. This debut cemented Bad Company as one of the definitive voices of 70s hard rock. Now it's time to spin back the years. Let's drop the needle and revisit highlights from the record.
I can't get enough of your love. asking the question, is this
1975, Horses by Patti Smith.
my sleep and
Released in 1975, Patti Smith's Horses was a revolutionary debut that fused punk attitude, poetry, and raw rock energy.
She comes, walking up the stairs. She comes.
With her commanding voice and fearless delivery, Smith turned tracks like Gloria and Redondo Beach into statements of defiance and artistry.
Oh yeah, you got that.
The album's stripped-down, gritty sound challenged conventions, inspiring a generation of musicians and cementing her as the punk poet laureate. Horses didn't just introduce a band, it heralded a movement that reshaped rock music forever. Now it's time to spin back the years. Let's drop the needle and revisit highlights from the record.
People say beware, but I don't. Girl is washed up, hurried down the beach. Oh, and he went inside. I know they're stolen, but I don't be bad. Stand again. This electric whirlwind, the sea rushes of my. Just don't know what to do tonight.
1976, Boston by Boston.
I woke up this morning and the sun was gone.
Released in 1976, Boston's self-titled debut is a flawless blend of arena rock power and melodic perfection. Crafted largely by Tom Scholz in his home studio, the album delivered immaculate guitar tones, soaring vocals, and unforgettable hooks on tracks like More Than a Feeling and Peace of Mind. It redefined what a debut could achieve, combining technical mastery with pure rock emotion. For fans, it became the soundtrack of long drives, summer nights, and the ultimate rock escape.
I closed my eyes and she slipped away.
Now it's time to spin back the years. Let's drop the needle and revisit highlights from the record.
I'm really kinda shy.
1977. Never Mind the Bollocks, here's the Sex Pistols by Sex Pistols.
I am an antichrist. I am an...
Released in 1977, Never Mind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols exploded onto the scene like a defiant middle finger to the establishment. Raw, chaotic, and unapologetically loud, it captured the anger, frustration, and rebellious energy of a generation.
I thought it was a UK.
With Johnny Rotten's snarling vocals and Steve Jones' vicious guitar riffs, songs like Anarchy in the UK and God Save the Queen became anthems of punk rebellion. This debut didn't just announce a band, it ignited a movement that would change rock forever. Now it's time to spin back the years. Let's drop the needle and revisit highlights from the record.
I was waiting for the communist call. I didn't ask for sunshine and I got now I wanna know and I know I wanna know why you never look back. Yeah, I know feeling. I know feeling. We're at like rain. Both sides. We're all alone. We're all alone. I we like noise, it's a choice. It's what we wanna do. Wanna be anarchist. Oh, we're so pretty, oh, so pretty. 4 years on, you still look the same. Off the top of time, you change EMI.
1978, Van Halen by Van Halen. Released in 1978, Van Halen's self-titled debut was a seismic shock to rock music. Eddie Van Halen's revolutionary guitar techniques, from the blistering eruption solo to blazing riffs across the album, combined with David Lee Roth's flamboyant vocals and charisma, created an electrifying sound that demanded attention. Tracks like Running with the Devil and Ain't Talking About Love announced a new era of hard rock. This debut redefined what guitar-driven rock could be. Now it's time to spin back the years. Let's drop the needle and revisit highlights from the record.
Succeed. I had a tune of your arms remain. Stop me when I'm passing by. This is my fire. I'm on fire.
1979, Unknown Pleasures by Joy Division. Released in 1979, Joy Division's Unknown Pleasures was a haunting, groundbreaking debut that carved the blueprint for post-punk. Ian Curtis's haunting vocals and introspective lyrics, combined with Bernard Sumner's icy guitars and Stephen Morris's precise drumming, created a sound both stark and mesmerizing. This debut didn't just introduce a band, it reshaped the possibilities of rock, influencing generations of alternative music. Now it's time to spin back the years. Let's drop the needle and revisit highlights from the record.
Sure, these sensations make me feel the pleasures of a normal man. And the body's obtained, the body's obtained. What gave me the right to mess with you? Those with habits and ways, the sense of style and the taste, direction that's so plain to see.
And there you have it. 10 years of unforgettable beginnings. From raw garage riffs to polished anthems, each debut reminded us why the 70s was the golden age of rock. These albums weren't just introductions, they were the start of legends. So, which one still takes you back the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep the music playing.